So I finished up my H3s and ULs, and it doesn't matter which, if you use DL or if you use this new version, either one is okay. They're both valid. Our last thing to do is the jump links. So, and as I'm sitting here looking at this lab, I know that in previous videos we showed you how to do the jump links using two kinds of A tags, one with a name attribute and one with an href. And then I'm not sure what version W3 Schools and Khan Academy are showing you online. So I'm going to show you the new way to do jump links, and we'll leave it at that. Then you'll have one example that people don't use anymore. Jump links are pretty rare anyway. And then what I'm about to do is the more current version. Okay, so first of all, I need a list. This is supposed to be a list of links. So let's make this look a little bit more like a list. I'm going to say an unordered list because as far as I can't tell any way that I would be able to enforce ordering in here. So UL it is. Okay, that should be good for so far. Let's give it a quick check. Yep. So we want to jump from, say, Peter Bain down to Peter's actual information. So let's do the href one first. This is the opposite of how I did it in the lab, but it doesn't really matter what order you do this. And I'm just going to say I'm going to call it Peter. And then I'm going to put the ending tag after the Peter, and then when it shows up in the browser, it will look like this because Peter is enclosed. The Peter Bain text is between the A and the /A. And I think I will go ahead and do that for each person, and then I will fix up the links so they actually link later. Here's the A. Okay, double click a word to select it. It's a little bit of a shortcut. Saves you having to painstakingly click and drag around to get it perfectly selected. Shortcuts are good. So now I've decided to name these various things. So as we saw in a previous video, if the browser sees a pound sign here in the href, it knows to look in a different part of the page for something that's named Peter. Also, in new modern browsers that we are using now, it knows to look elsewhere on the page for something that's ID'd of Peter. So this is the first time that we've seen an ID. Let's see what it looks like. Say I'm going to go find Peter's area, and I'm going to say this H3 right here, which has his picture and his name, is going to be the place I want to jump to. So on that H3, I'm going to type a space, and then I'm going to say ID equals Peter. No pound sign is necessary here. And then just to maintain consistency, I'm going to ID each section in the same place on each H3. Copy and paste. Oops, I think I cut by accident. Make sure I actually copied the thing I copied. Okay, so this one will be Scott. Double click and edit. Paste. Double click and edit. Paste. Double click and edit. And one more. Paste. Double click and edit. So the browser's smart enough to see the pound sign up in the link and then to go looking for an ID down below. Or actually, doesn't have to be below, can be anywhere in the page, but it just happens to be below here. If I refresh, these are now live links, and if I make this window just a little bit smaller so we can see the jump action, Peter Bain, yes, just a little bit of a quick check to make sure it's jumping. John, Keith, and Rhonda won't be able to jump to the top because there's no, she's the last one in the file, but I can see that it is jumping. So that looks good. Let me run it through the validator once and make sure that all looks good. Yes. In the next video, we will continue on to the tables folder of the lab.